Welcome to Building Fortunes Radio. Make sure you check us out at buildingfortunesradio.com. Along with our marketing partners, we're here to help our PM Marketing Network Lead customers build their businesses and make the world a better place. At Building Fortunes, we know how much your business means to you and the people important to you. So spread the word, tell a friend, join our newsletter, and go make a difference in your world. Now on to our show with your host, Peter Mingles.
Hello, everyone. Peter Mingles here. You're listening to us on Building Fortunes Radio. That's www.buildingfortunesradio.com. We are live. It's 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m., whatever that time zone is. That's 2 to the left of wherever we are on Eastern Time. And I have two really great people on our radio show. This is Lisa Mercier's radio show. We do this every week whenever she's in town and whenever she's available to do it, and we're bringing in some special guests. But the reason why we built Building Fortunes Radio is to provide a platform for people that are doing home-based businesses the right way. And Lisa's a gal who is a coach. She's also a wonderful person, and she's building a network marketing company. She's helping a whole bunch of people on her radio show, and she's going away recently to a trip overseas, and we wanted to squeeze in one more radio show before she went away overseas. And I just wanted to introduce our Building Fortunes Radio audience again to Lisa Mercier. So, Lisa, thanks for being here on your own radio show.
Thanks, Peter. Thank you so much. I'm glad that we could fit in another call before I leave for Dubai on Saturday. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So
Dubai, that's like far away.
That's very far away. One leg of the trip is 14 hours for me, so it's going to be nuts.
Right.
Really nuts. So I wanted to get Krista on the call tonight. She is just an amazing woman. She's a single mom. She's recently separated, just like myself, going through, the roller coaster of separation. And what I love about her is that I've never seen her down. And let me tell you, I've been down and up during my separation. But she's just like this rock star. She's got a baby. She always has a smile on her face. She just recently went back to work as a dental hygienist. And she just has such a great attitude in life. And I got to hang out with her in Salt Lake City a few weeks ago, and she just, I was actually going through a really hard time, and she was there for me, which was really nice. So here you go, Krista. I would love for you to share your story of what's happened to you with the products, with the Singular products, and then also how it's actually helped you financially.
Hey, Lisa. Hey, Peter. Thanks so much for having me tonight. This is really exciting, actually. Yeah, so, wow. So actually, when it comes to my Singular story, I was introduced by Sharon, who you had on the show last week. Sharon and I have been friends for about 5 years, started out as my real estate agent, and then just turned into friends after that. So she introduced it to me, and, I was kind of skeptical at first, but I saw her results and the quality of life had changed for her. So back in November of last year, I had just given birth about 2 months prior to that to my little boy, and I put on 70 pounds throughout my pregnancy, which is a huge amount. And for anybody who knows me personally, I have quite a tiny little frame, but the skinniest little legs, hey? So putting on 70 pounds throughout my pregnancy really took a toll on my joints. And I was telling Sharon this, and she thought that this system would be great for my pain. So I did it. I joined in November, was having great success with it. A few days into it, my knee pain went away. I lost quite a bit of weight in a couple of weeks. But the financial guilt, because I was now on maternity leave and Christmas was just around the corner, guess what I did? I sent it back. And it's not because I didn't believe in the system and the products, because like I said, I was having great success with it. I just financially was so guilty that I sent it back, and I got my money back. So the people who are out there that are worried, you do get your money back. It's not just something that the company says. I can vouch for that. Having said that, I had no doubt that I would do this system again someday. So like Lisa had mentioned, I just recently became a single mom in May. So May 31st, I got the keys to my new apartment. It was a new start for me, new beginning. And that same day, I called up Sharon again, and I ordered my Blue Box. And a few days later, I started it because my baby, he needed a healthy mom. He needed a happy mom, right? So this was a way that I knew it could help me. So I did it. Within my first 8 days, I lost 5 pounds, 8.5 inches. My knee pain went away completely. Because it did come back after I stopped the products in November. So it went away again, and it's been gone ever since. My full 30 days, I lost 11 pounds, 15.5 inches, but I'm sleeping great. My energy levels are up. My confidence is coming back. Like, I'm just rocking it, and I felt so, so good. But, I only signed up as a member first because I had absolutely no interest in doing this business. I've never done anything like this before. MLM, never, ever, ever would I think I would have done it. It's always been dentistry for me. Since 2001, that's all I've done is dentistry. But when I start using the products and I start seeing the results and I start meeting people who had not only physical results but financial results, I was like, you know what? It's not just about me anymore, Krista. You're a single mom. You have a little boy to care for. You have a future for him and myself that I wanted to be bright. And this is something that could really help with that. So I called Sharon and switched over to distributor. And it's been a little bit of a roller coaster. It's totally out of my comfort zone. But, boy, what a learning experience. Like, I've been, getting out of my comfort zone, doing a little bit of public speaking at Lisa's or Sharon's events. And I just recently held my first meeting in Morinville this past Sunday, which was a fairly good turnout, and the ones who did come sign up, and I was excited because we're changing lives now, right? And I'm actually taking the leap and heading back to my hometown back in Newfoundland, the furthest east you can go in Canada. And statistic-wise, I think there are only 150 product users in all of Newfoundland, and I want to change that. And I know, there's obesity back there. There's some chronic diseases and illnesses, and I know that this can help a lot of people. I've already helped so many people already, and it's been so, so rewarding, not just financially, but I think for me, honestly, the reward is when you have like my sister or my cousin or my friend saying, I haven't felt this great in years. I get my confidence back. I can fit into this clothes. My hip pain is gone. My leg pain is gone. My swelling, everything. You know what? To me, that's the biggest reward right there. All those financial rewards and incredible bonuses that this amazing company can give me is just honestly a bonus. I've grown so much, and this product and this system has changed my life in so many beautiful ways. I'm just so excited about what the future holds now, and I'm not letting anything bring me down. You know what? I say to Lisa, trust the process. That's what I say. Just trust the process. I don't worry about things. I just let it go because I know good things are coming. When I went to Utah for the conference, Nikki and everybody says, you need to attend the events. You need to attend the meetings. You need to go to an event like Utah or wherever, the Spring Zing Fest, right? So I did that. I was on a single mom budget still, not even back to work, and I found money, robbed Peter to pay Paul type thing, and I made it work and I made it happen because I know I see the potential for everybody, not just, they're not like, okay, you're going to be successful, you're going to be successful. We can all be successful because everybody is given the same opportunity. It's just a matter of what you do with it, right? And I've seen the rags to riches stories. I got so inspired, and I said to Lisa, that's going to be me up there someday. I can guarantee you. And I just truly, truly feel like I've been blessed with this. And I believe things and people come into your life for a reason. And I have no doubt that this was put in my lap, and that things just happen the way they're supposed to. And I truly feel like this is not just a great thing for me physically, but financially. And not only that, Zingular, you really feel like a family. You really, truly do. And the friends that I've made and the support that I've gotten, it's just, why not smile all the time? What have I got to be down about? So there you go. That's my story, and I'm really excited, and I'm so grateful to Sharon for reaching out to me and being consistent with me because, yeah, I've been truly blessed. So thank you.
Wow. Well, Lisa, do they include speed in the product line? This gal's going quick. I mean, like, wow.
You know what, Peter? Don't you love her accent? It's so amazing. I love her accent.
She's great. But every time I was thinking about, I love that, because I want to ask her a question about this. She brings up something else. I'm like, wait a minute, I want to ask a question about that, and then she brings up something else, and I kind of get lost here. So we're going to do this. We're going to take a little commercial
break. So you're
break.
not writing it down? You got to write it down.
No, I'm sure I can't write that fast. Oh my God, I can't write that fast. But we're going to do this. So we're going to take a little commercial break. We're going to come right back. We have Krista on the line. Lisa Mercier. This is her Singular radio show, and we are going to be right back. So give me a second just to recoup. We'll be right there.
Thanks for listening to Building Fortunes Radio. If you sell a product or service, then you should check out PM Marketing's NetworkLeads.com. Just visit www.networkleads.com. For over 18 years, PM Marketing has helped distributors build their home-based businesses through lead generation, website development, automated email delivery systems, and sales training. If you're looking for a way to increase your skills and increase the number of people that see your product or opportunity, NetworkLeads.com can help. To learn more, visit www.networkleads.com. Ask about their lead management system, capture pages, personalized websites, MLM training, humongous blogs, the humongous classified ad network, Building Fortunes Radio, or their webinar schedule. NetworkLeads.com can be your one-stop shop for everything you need. And now, back to our show.
And we are back. Peter Ingles here. We have Lisa Mercier on the phone. We have who is newer at this, and she's building the business. And I just wanted to, like I said, I was listening to her story. There were so many fine points of her story. It started off, even at the very beginning, with the person who introduced her to this business. We had Sharon on the last radio show. So if you go to buildingfortunesradio.com, look for Lisa Mercier. It's Mercier. And if you go look, you'll be able to find the previous radio shows that we've done as well. And, if you're listening way in the future, you'll find there even more previous radio shows to be able to pick this up. But one of the things you had said was Sharon was your real estate person, and she became your friend. And I think that really means something. So for a lot of people that are listening in, many times if you know somebody who's just like really nice and they make your friend, they're friendly and things like that, they probably should be doing network marketing. I mean, if they're not doing network marketing, they probably should be doing network marketing because it's in their nature. She's selling real estate. She becomes your friend. She puts you in front of the product. You took advantage of the money back guarantee because of the financial situation you're in, and the company didn't care, meaning the company sent you the money back anyway. They didn't put you under examination. They didn't give you a hard time. They sent you back your money. When the timing was right for you, you joined again, which is the loyalty. That's a nice thing about that. And now you said you have a baby. You said your son. How old is your son now?
He just turned 1 in September.
Wow, just turned 1 in September. So one of the things that we're documenting here is your level of success as well. So now you're a single mom. You have the baby. You need a flexible schedule because they don't understand, right? They get sick whenever they get sick. They sometimes sleep and sometimes they don't, and all those types of things. And you got to go through that. And boy, isn't it going to be great that you have a flexible schedule as you build your career with Singular.
That's
so you're at the beginning parts of this, so we're kind of documenting this. And then I think you said you're going to move to Newfoundland?
No. Newfoundland is where I'm from originally.
Oh, okay, good.
So,
all right, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm just heading back there. It's like an 8-hour flight for sure with one stopover just to get from Alberta to Newfoundland. And I'm taking that leap, and I'm going there for literally 5 nights, have a quick visit with my family, do my meeting, and just bring this product back there because
Sweet.
I know how beneficial it can be to so many people.
And when that's in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. I think they even give it their own time zone. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yes, we're an island, yeah.
Yeah, you're just kind of like on the rock. When I was with Electrolux, we had a branch in Newfoundland, and there was this guy that's like, I don't know how they sold, because it was just like some big rock. So there's like one big rock. There's like there can't be a lot of commerce there. You know what I mean? It's just like it's here in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. We gave it its own time zone, and it gets cold. There's really not much to do. So for those people looking for opportunities, they can run a global business right from that place as long as they have a phone, right? So you're actually bringing, if you will, outsourcing, or you're bringing the opportunity for them to be able to pick up that extra income. Then you double back and you said that, okay, so you got the skinny frame, you gained 70 pounds, and then your joints were hurting and all that sort of stuff. And then tell us a little bit about this when you started with the products. So a lot of people that may not understand what the Singular product line is, because they've never heard it before. We have first-time listeners maybe. Tell us a little bit about the Singular product line, and was it something like you had to hold your nose to drink it, or was it something you starved your way half to it? Or tell us a little bit about your experiences with the products.
Well, I've always kind of been a dieter. Like back in my early 20s, back home in Newfoundland, we tend to eat a lot of salt, a lot of deep fried, just deliciousness, right? So what happens with that, especially if you're inactive, you're going to gain quite a bit of weight. So I did that when I was in my early 20s. I was probably, well over 200 pounds. Well, not well over, but about 200 pounds for no reason. I didn't even have a baby at that point, right? It was just my diet and lack of exercise. So I did, lose my weight through different yo-yo diets and things like that. But this is not a diet, and that's the thing I want to stress to people. It's not a diet. When they're like, oh, you're on your diet, you're doing that. I'm like, it's not a diet. I am never, ever, ever deprived, for starters. And that's a nice thing. I eat well, and when you get into the habit of eating well, it just comes so naturally, right? And then you have your treat days or cheat days, whatever you want to call it, but I'm never deprived. I love food too much to allow myself to be deprived. And that's the nice thing about this system. But you take a Global Blend. Oh, my God, I love myself a shot of Global Blend in the morning and sometimes in the evening, right? Like I love it. And no, the products aren't terrible. They don't taste bad. The smoothies, the shakes that you use for, your snack replacements, and I even have that chocolate lean that I like when because I'm a busy mom sometimes, or if I'm scooting out the door to go to work in the morning and I didn't have a chance to have my breakfast, I'm going to have that, and it keeps me full for hours. It just, it's good quality when I got to laugh, because if I didn't get my products from here before I even knew of Singular, I was going to a drugstore or some wholesale place and getting my protein and getting my vitamins, and you're peeing out this fluorescent yellow vitamin because you just wasted it, and then you have bloating and gas from this poor quality protein that you just got from the drugstore. And there's nothing like that. Like, I know I'm getting my vitamins and my protein. I don't have those issues anymore. It's just great products. I can't talk about it enough. It's just wonderful.
So then people talk about this 8-day challenge. So sometimes when I hear about an 8-day challenge, I'm thinking about, really tough stuff, and it's like you're holding your breath and like, oh shoot, day 6, I think I'm going to die before day 8. What is the 8-day challenge like for most people that take it?
Well, it's called a challenge, but it's not that challenging, to be honest, right? Because it's not like you're starving yourself or you're depriving yourself of anything. You're constantly eating. You're always fueling your body, but you're doing it properly. And, sure, you have a few shakes here and there because you're supplementing your snacks now with that, right? But I had people who signed up underneath me, get their text from Xander, and who enjoyed their food but probably didn't have the healthiest food, so they're having the empty calories, which is allowing them to be hungry soon after. And now they're eating these whole grain foods and eating clean, and they get texts from Xander, and so they're calling me or texting me and saying, do I really have to eat again? And I'm like, yes, you have to. But see, that's the difference. You're not starving yourself. You're not, going through all that. You're actually eating, but the results that you get are amazing in 8 days. Absolutely amazing, right? And it's that. You take your pictures and you compare your pictures at the end and your weight and stuff at the end, and it's amazing, absolutely amazing. So Excellent. Is it a challenge? I don't know.
That's what I'm asking, because every time I hear people talk about this 8-day challenge, I'm like, are you sure they named it the right way? Shouldn't they call it like the 8-day walk in the park? Because I'm like thinking, like, this doesn't sound very challenging to me. You like the way the stuff tastes. You're not hungry. Sometimes you have to call people up and say, do I really have to finish eating? So you're not hungry at all. The guys like it too. Yeah. So it's like, what is going on here? So the cool thing is it's really not a challenge at all. Okay, so then
it's more like an 8-day transition.
Yeah, that's a perfect example. Okay, so now you're working your way through being that single mom, kind of like out on your own. You're working your job. Yeah. How are you building your business in the nooks and crannies? Are you just now? asking you, are you talking to people, would be like crazy, because you like to talk to people. I could hear it. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah. Oh, geez, I wonder if she's going to talk to anybody. Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, I wonder if she's going to talk to anybody. So in reference to that, like, how are you building your business? Is it kind of like, as I bump into people, I just talk to them, or you do it on social media? You said you just ran your first meeting. Congratulations, you know.
Thank
so how
you.
are you planning on building your business? Yeah.
Well, like I said, it's really kind of out of my comfort zone, to be honest. Like, I've never done MLM before, right? So, but for those who know who I'm a hygienist. So I posted the other day on Facebook. I put my before and after pictures actually as my screensaver on my computer. So when my patients come in, this is one way I'm kind of bold. After I came back from the conference, I'm like, I got to be a little bit more bolder, right? Got to get out of my comfort zone, do whatever. So I put my picture up, and then, oh, is that you? Yeah. Let's talk about this now while I'm cleaning your teeth. You're there. Your mouth is open. You can't say anything, but, boy, can you listen. So I'm going to talk, right? So actually I've given it a couple of business cards. It doesn't interfere with my work. I do my job. And, two of the ladies that I spoke to, I talked to quite a few, but two of them just from last week came to my meeting, and before they left, they signed up with their Blue Box just because I put my picture on the screen, right?
Wow.
So it's like little things like that. I'm like, I'm genius right now. But
right.
So I do my Facebook post and an occasional live video, which I just finished before I called you guys tonight. So it's the little things. I know it's lots of little things that add up, and I know people are watching, right? Hopefully they're paying attention too. But I'm learning, and that's the thing. I'm learning. I learn from Sharon. I learn from Lisa. I pay attention. I go to the events. I go to the meetings, and I'm learning. And boy, like I didn't even know. I'm like, what's MLM? Right? I had no idea at my third meeting. I still had no idea. Right? So it's a huge learning process, but I truly believe if you're coachable and you have the people that are willing to teach you, and they're motivating you, and people and the whole team, not just people on my team, but even other people, we support each other, and it's huge. That's a huge. And then when you get the compliments, I mean, it just motivates you and inspires you even more, right?
Right. So the cool thing is, just want to point this out. Like, one of the things you did was you created an environment by having the picture on the screensaver of your computer. You created an environment where people can come to you as opposed to you go to them. So that was kind of neat. So they came to you, right? And then you handled it the right way, and you invited them, and they wound up becoming successfully, with building the business, coming over to your house, exploring that relationship a little bit further, and you're going to be able to help them as well. So the cool thing about this radio show specifically is, with Krista, is she's at the beginning of her career, kind of, with this company, and we're documenting it along the way. So when we listen, next year, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, when you come back along the way and you say, listen, I have all this going on, I have all this going on, we have all this going on, we're able to document what does it look like when you first get started. It looks just like this. Like, you are on track towards building a successful career. And the reason why I say this is because we've had lots of people before you with your company, Singular, who are 3, 4, 5 years into it, just like Lisa. And we are seeing that they are, sometimes people say we're replacing this income. I was able to quit my job. I was able to take care of my mom when she got sick, or now I can do this over here. I'm able to help with the church, or able to do some other things over here. So we've interviewed people that are 3, 4, 5 years into this already. So you're kind of like, we're watching you follow a similar progression. And there's no doubt in my mind with your personality and everything else you have going on, that you'll be able to get there probably a little bit quicker. So in reference,
I hope so.
Yeah, it'll happen. If I was a bet, if I'm allowed to bet, I would place my bet on you for sure. So in the process of doing this, right? So you're just kind of getting started, doing the parties and the things. Tell us a little bit about that support, because you are kind of like that newer person, and it seems like there's a lot of support with your company. Support through the home office, support through technology, support through, of course, Lisa. So tell us a little bit about the support, so this way people realize that they're not really all on their own trying to figure this out.
Well, to be honest, there are so many support systems out there. It's being a mom, full-time back to work and everything, like, sure, I get on Facebook and I watch some training videos or I read some books and I do what I can when I can. And that's the nice thing about this. You don't feel pressured to go above and beyond in a certain time limit. Like, you're able to build your business at your own pace, right? So you don't feel that extra pressure. But so you have, the training videos and everything out there, and you do what you can. But when you have great team members and friends that believe in you, that's half of it right there. And then that enables you to believe in yourself, right? So I don't know, just having those friends.
Can I get stuck on that point? I want to get stuck on that point for 1 second.
Sure.
Because I'm a guy, and as a guy, I come with my guy brain and my guy experience. And as a guy, sometimes we don't realize what the gals go through. So how many of the gals out there that you walk around, you bump into, whether it's at work or at the mall or wherever you might be going, other moms really get that level of support or that recognition or any of that sort of stuff from anything they have in their lives. So let's just talk a little bit about that. If you walk past 100 women on the street, are they getting that level of recognition at their job? Are they getting that recognition at home with family? Or are they getting that level of support? Or is it kind of lonely out there for many people? So I'll let you answer that question, especially for newer moms. You're going through the whole hormone thing, flying back and forth, the weight thing, flying back and forth, Tell us a little bit about how important that support is. Yeah, life, hello.
Yeah, I know that, like, when you work for somebody, or, if it's not just work, but in a relationship, whether it's, marriage or friendship or whatever, and when you feel appreciated and when you are, told that you've done something really well and that somebody's proud of you and, continue to do what you're doing, you're awesome, it just makes you feel so much better, and it pushes you even a little bit further to reach your goals, whatever it is you're working towards, right? And if it's a company that you're working for and they appreciate you, you betcha you're going to be doing a lot better the next day you go back to work, right? So it's just this whole cycle. If you don't get appreciation, you don't want to put the effort into it. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. And it's the same with, like I said, relationships, marriages, friendships, whatever. So the nice thing about this company too with Singular is, when I went to Utah and I saw how people got recognized and the bonuses just for doing the best that they can do, and when you're appreciated like that, you're going to be even more driven. And I love that because everybody needs that. I don't care. You can be as positive as you want to be. But the moment that you get that extra little bit of recognition or appreciation said to you, you're going to be that much more driven and more successful.
And most people aren't getting that. Like if we talk about, nutrition, where we say, most people aren't getting the nutrition they need from the foods that they eat. I think most people are malnourished when it comes to the recognition, the appreciation, that drive, that motivation, that support. I would say the majority of us are malnourished, if you will, if I could use that as an analogy. So Singular is filling that void for sure.
Yeah. I think people consider malnourished to be like if they see someone, way too thin or something like that. But malnourished isn't just that. It's when you're not getting your proper nutrients. So you can be, obese or whatever. It's malnourished, right? So, but the food isn't the same. The food isn't the same, but when you supplement your body with good quality products like Singular has, you feel so good and your body works so well. It's worth every penny you invest in it because you're not just investing in products, you're investing in your health. And for me, I want to live a good, healthy, long life. So Singular it is.
There we go. Okay, good. All right, so I've hogged the conversation. Lisa Mercier, if you can come back, we'll let you close it up.
I'm back. I just wanted to actually say that I think the reason Krista is an amazing coach is because she's from a small town called Heart's Content in the middle of the rocks. So I think that's why she has such a great heart, because that's where she comes from.
Because it's content, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just so thrilled to have you on the show tonight, Krista. I absolutely know you will be back on here within the year as an executive, because you're an executive in the making. So I can't.
Thank you so much
for
believing
your
in
journey.
Me, Lisa. Thank you for believing in me. Yeah, and thanks so much, Peter, for having me on.
You're most welcome. Well, I look forward to hearing more. I mean, I just can't wait. So we're documenting your level of success as we go along. You can share this with friends, and we are going to catch you next time. So, Lisa, you are going to be on a long flight. So we won't hear from you next week because you're going to be on a long flight going to Dubai, which is a company trip. So just imagine that. Her company is paying for her to go on a trip, and she's going to be there for how long? How long are you going to be in Dubai for?
I'm going to be there for a week, and we're actually staying at the Atlantis Hotel on our own little island, riding camels. My dad's coming with me. They pay for everything. It's an unbelievable journey. I honestly cannot believe how blessed I am to be a part of such an amazing company.
That is so cool. So we're going to catch you when you come back. You'll come back with pictures and stories and everything else, and then some great examples from other people as well. Krista, thanks for being here. We're going to catch everybody next time
worries.
on
Thank you.
Yep, Building Fortunes Radio. We'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody.
You've been listening to Building Fortunes
Peter.
Radio on buildingfortunesradio.com. Thanks for listening. Be sure to check us out every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time for the designated Building Fortunes Radio segment with Peter Mingles. Be sure to check out the buildingfortunesradio.com website for our featured segments. It's been our privilege to have you listen in. At Building Fortunes Radio, we wish you the success you deserve and are willing to work for. So spread the word, tell a friend, join our newsletter, and go make a difference in your world.